Good evening all. Hello. Welcome to another video here on my Artful Stampin channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you're brand new to me, or if you've seen a few of my videos and you're just kind of thinking about it. Please do consider subscribing, because I get to see all the analytics, and I know that not all of you who watch my videos, and probably do so on quite a regular basis, subscribe. So if you don't know how to do it, it just means kind of signing up to YouTube. But if you have a Google account, it's super easy to do, and it just means that you can then go back and you can create playlists of like your favorite videos, and so you can go back and actually, re-go over stuff. So I have had a few people, well, one person, Artful Stampin Space, kind of lost a video that I'd done, and so was asking about it, and that's absolutely fine. I don't mind if someone says, oh Ruth, what video was it that you did this, that and the other, but I know that it will probably get to a point where I will forget all the kind of ins and outs of what videos I've done. So I would suggest, if there are ones that you like, please subscribe, please create your own playlists and archive them, basically. Also, you can pin videos. So if you have a Pinterest account, you can pin videos on there. I try to eventually get them pinned, but I don't always, because I'm kind of trying to get better at it. So I'm not super duper great at that. Right, hello, I can see. Hello, Freedom Deep. Hello, Linda. I can see we've got about 9 viewers at the moment. Please, could you tell me what you'd like me to do? So I could do Christmassy, if that is something that you guys are still interested in doing. I have an idea about how to show you how to create maybe 3 different types of papers, so that you can then use all 3 different textures on your cards. Now I'm looking at my screen and it feels like there is something here. It needs a bit of a wipe. It looks a bit faded. I don't know. It doesn't look quite clear. Does that look clear? Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, I'm happy with that now. I don't know, it looked a little bit blurry, but maybe it's because we're far away. Hi Jackie. Hi Sheila. Christmas works for you. Okay. You guys aren't sick of Christmas stuff just yet. So I announced the winners of the Christmas Stampathon today. The winners do know. So thank you everybody who took part in the Christmas. Oh, thank you, Linda. Okay. I did think, what about using a non-Christmas stamp to create a Christmassy kind of effect? And I refound some of the cards that I had done as inspiration. Oh, I've got to lost them again. Oh yeah, these were ones that I didn't show you when so these were some of the first cards I did when I played with varied vases, and then when I came to actually do the video on varied vases, I lost them. So I could try and use some of these techniques to create slightly more what I would regard as Christmassy kind of ones. So here's another one. This is a super simple one and great for if you're having to do quite a few, because this can all be set up on your Stamparatus. These vases are 3D. So it was because I saw a lot of cards like this that I kind of reacted against it and just went, oh, yes, it's nice and super simple, but I find it a bit boring. That's just me. That's just me. If you like it, you like it. I'm not. It's just me. So there's this one here, just 2 colours, just to show you the variation that you can get. This is quite fun. This is the technique where you ink up a block, spritz it, and then push it down onto a piece of card, and then I just literally stamped with 1 colour. So I think that's Blueberry Bushel. So that's really easy to do. You do have to wait for it to dry though. And then I did one very similar to this. Actually, I tried to make that Christmassy, the red and green one, if you go back and see that video. Excuse me. And then you've seen me do this kind of technique with the triangle. You could look at it that way as well. Or is that the one I did do in front of you? No, that's an old one. And then this one here. So so much variety. I really do love that stamp set. You know, that's one, hold on, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8 on top of the 9 that I did before. So good stuff. So varied vases. Would you be okay with me doing that one? Let's have a think. What else could we team this with? I'll just put it here at a bit of an angle so that the light doesn't shine on it. So that's varied vases. Oh, now I know I've used Nature's Beauty for like twice in a row, but what about, you know, having these animals and then flowers around? Ooh, I like that idea. And then the other idea was to mix it up with sailing home. I keep calling it sail away, but it's not. It's called sailing home. The idea of mixing up some florals with what I would regard as typically masculine stamps. Like you could have a boat floating on florals. Why not? Why not, hey? You know, let's create fantasies. Let's create dream worlds, you know? That's what we're in the business of. So, yeah. So if anyone wants to shout out some colours, I'm happy to pull out some favourite colours. Maybe even suggestions of actual combinations would be great. I'll get some blocks while you think about that and start typing. Excuse me. So I'm just getting some blocks ready. You guys shout out some colours. And hello, Monica. Balmy blue, purples. There's Elaine. Hi, Janice. Who else is here? Elaine, Jacqueline, Tina. Lovely. Balmy blue and purple. Balmy blue, where are you? There you are. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Louisa. Right, so we've got balmy blue and purple. Anything else? Any other colours? Any more for any more? Okay, so would you like me to have a play with just varied vases to start off with? We're kind of veered away from the Christmas thing, so it might not end up Christmassy at all. I'm wondering whether to team it with something like a soft suede, or an orange. Ooh, an orange. Ooh, that'll be interesting. Okay. Pink. That could be interesting. Right, okay, I'm going to definitely go for a neutral now. Have a look. So we could go for grey or brown. I think the grey. Basic grey. I think the grey. Basic grey. Let's do that. I'm gonna have a sip of my water. Okay, for some reason my tablet is not quite up to date with what I'm doing. Let's see if I can get this a bit more up to date. Right, so don't forget to share this out. Please also remember to subscribe. So if you're watching this for the first time, if you've completely discovered me by accident, That's absolutely fine. Welcome. My name is Ruth. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I'm just cleaning my inks at the moment. They do get rather mucky. They get sticky, inky. You know, I end up with all sorts of rubbish on these. There we go. Anyway, so I have plenty of videos on YouTube that I'm sure you will find something to your taste and delight. So please do check them out. I'm feeling rather warm. I'm just going to take off my jumper. Right, let's get started. So I'm quite partial to the idea of creating like a little bed of flowers for some of our lovely animals. And so I don't think we need to mask them. I think we can probably get away with not doing that. And yeah, let's see what happens. Right. Hi Nydia, lovely to see you. Do chat amongst yourselves. It's a really fun community of people. And I would really love to see that mirrored. Where's my silicone mat? I can do that quickly. This sort of works. I must say I'm not always completely enamoured with the results of doing this, but sometimes it does work. Let's stick that down like that. Give that a press. That a good press down. Alcohol works, yes it does, for giving those a good clean. Oh, that's not too bad actually. I shouldn't have squished it, but that's all right. Okay, I can live with that. Right, what else have we got? Got the fox. I'm resisting singing that song, otherwise you're going to have it in your head. Hi Ruth, says Geraldine. Just coming on here, looking forward to seeing what you're doing again with this stamp set. Yay! Okay, I'll try and create something so you don't go away empty-handed. Do you think we could do this with... Oh, my silicone mat is a bit mucky. I can't even find where I stamped the last one. Isn't that amazing? Gosh, it really did come off. All of it came off. Right, let's do that again. Oh, it's on a bit of an angle, but never mind. So I'm just really giving this a really good press. Really, really. Saying that word a bit too many times. Right. Oh, I squished it. Oh well, he's a bit blurry. Never mind. So this is basic grey that I'm using for this. Hi, Card Scrapper. Watching from Smithfield, Utah. You're so creative. I really like watching how you create the wonders. It's below freezing. Oh my goodness, no, it's not that cold here yet. So all demonstrators need to watch the onstage that Shelley and Sarah did. Yes, I saw bits of it because my upline, she shared it live and it did look absolutely hilarious. Now, why is it I keep squishing his ears far too much? I'm going to do this again because I'm not happy the way this keeps turning out. I think I keep over pressing. Maybe his ears are just dark. Okay. I'm not going to stress about that one. The mirroring is so cute. It is so sweet. It's very sweet. Yes. Right, let's get varied vases out. So this is the gorgeous varied vases. Also, don't be. Oh, I might even put some trees in the background. Let's just do that very quickly. Sorry about that, guys. Let me just. I just thought, you know what, trees and flowers, they always go well together. So for some reason, I think this stamp, when it got cut, it's almost like it went through twice because I keep finding all these bits coming off it. I think it's just a manufacturing little boo-boo. Normally, we don't have this problem. But, now if you're clever, you can even line up the lines of the... Oh, aren't I clever? Look, you can sometimes match them up. Look at that. Oh, it's all a bit too symmetrical, that, but never mind. I'll live with it. Let's get this one tucked in a bit closer so it's not so symmetrical. There we go. Oh, this one won't be symmetrical. Nice. Right. I'm going to just pop all these spare stamps on here for a minute because I'm not going to use them right now and I want my other little blocks to be available. So, varied vases. Let's grab out some of these gorgeous, gorgeous stamps. I hope this stamp set does stick around for a little bit longer. That one maybe. I can feel it needs a little bit of a wash. Sometimes after a while they get a little bit mucky. They just need a little bit of a wipe down. So. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Haven't done much yet. Right, so I'm just going to, again, I'll pop some of these small ones out onto a big block, and then, especially these tiny little leaves and flowers and things, we want these all out. So they're easy to get hold of, but you don't want to lose them. So look, I'm placing them all on a little block here, ready to go. Take that big one out as well. I need that. Right. Right, let's do something pretty. Let's go with the Highland Heather. So I'm just having a little think. Not sure. Right, I don't want the stalk inked up on this. He's tucked up right by his butt. There we go. Quite cute. Just going to bring in a little scrap bit of something because I just want a little bit of a flower there. There we go. He's cute. And then get that one to do the bit of balmy. Oh, thank you, Card Scrapper. So this is such a beautiful stamp set. It's on my wish list. I always share your videos because I think everyone should enjoy your creativity. Oh, that's very kind of you. Yes, please do share them out. So as a demonstrator, it means that if you're in the UK or in France, Germany, Holland and Austria, you can purchase these stamps via my Stampin' Up website. So go to artfulstampin.stampinup.net or stampinup.co.uk and you can purchase these stamps directly from there. Now, but before you do that, don't go just yet. Before you do that, do head to artfulstampin.co.uk and get my host code for the month, because it means that I will then send you a free gift next month. I'm actually going to try and do one of these without the line drawing, just do the the flowers without and just see what happens. Can you guys see what I'm doing okay? Try coming a bit closer. Let me come in a little bit closer. Oops. There we go. There we go, that's better. Oh, I've just realised I should really have a mat under this because of this photopolymer. It does help a tad to do this. Okay. Right. So I'm thinking, now if anyone saw me do this or use this stamp with the cat, that's almost the sort of feeling I'm getting. I did a kind of bower, as it were, and then had a little cat sitting in the middle. So that's quite cute, that. This, I don't know what I'm doing just yet. I'm not going to think about it too much. Right, let's carry on doing a little bit more of purplies and something around here. Or, oh, pink. Let's get some pink in here. Do feel free to make suggestions. I am literally making this up as I go along. I haven't got a grand plan. Generally, I would never put these two stamp sets together. But that's the great fun of, you know, having fun. The fun of having fun. I should coin that. It's funny, I very rarely can stamp this stamp without stamping it twice. I feel like I have to just stamp again. Stamp again. It just really lends itself to doing that. No more. Right. Maybe something else. A little something. Oh no, I'm not going to use a line one on here, am I? I'm going to keep that one free. So let's put some little lined flowers. Oh, there, a sticker flower there. Another flower there. I'm desperately trying not to be symmetrical because the grey design is quite symmetrical on that side and I don't want to be symmetrical again. Okay. Oh, what about some purple flowers this time over on this one? Okay. Happy. Let's use this little thing here. Get the mango melody out. Just adorable. Love what you're doing, says Geraldine. I love the way you can kind of get a sense of what people are saying just by adding a few like capital letters and spacings. I've been experimenting a little bit more with that when I leave comments for people. How you can actually get a sense of what someone feels across in the way you use letters and things. Fun, isn't it? You know? Isn't it amazing how creative we are, even with, you know, alphabet? I love that. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm brave enough to use that big one over here. Let's have a think. What have I got? Got these little flowers. Got these ones here. Now these ones I feel have to be a certain way up because it has that one that sort of faces upwards. Okay. So I feel like we need something curvy to draw the eye back up that way. Let's bring that purple back in. Yes, it is. Or even just not even our creative selves, just expressing ourselves, I guess, our emotional selves, isn't it? And then some people express their emotional selves through creativity, don't they? I like the curve of this stamp, so I'm just trying to make use of it that way. Okay, what have I not used? I've not used this tiny little tulipy one yet. I want to hide that little line there, so just do some little bells. I love this one. Yeah, so for those of you who do use Pinterest, I am on Pinterest as Artful Stampin, and I have a board on there called Stampin' Up Stamp Sets Inspiration, something like that. And I've tried to categorise that section so that it's easy to find inspiration, particularly with those stamp sets. So if you are a bit of a pinner, then please do get on there. So you can either follow me, follow all my boards, or if you think, oh, I don't want to know what Ruth's pinning in food or baby wearing or whatever it is, other subject matters, that's absolutely fine. I have tried to have a little bit of a sort out of my pins so that they're kind of a bit easier to see. So yeah, I do have on there a board called Artful Stampin Creations. So basically anything that I create that goes on my blog will be on there. I've just created that board so it's easy to pin from, and you know what's on there, and I know what's on there, and so on and so forth. So if anyone wants to ask questions about Pinterest, about how to use it, I'm happy to answer those questions as well. Not quite sure what else. I feel like I need something softer in here. Well, I guess I feel like it needs a green. Or something neutral. I know what. What about using the basic grey? Oh, a leaf. Yes. It's like, I was just about to say, I need something neutrally. It's like, well, I had the basic grey, but I used it for the outline. So in my head, I was like, no, I can't use the grey because I use it for the outline. But of course I can. It's here. I can use it. For the deer, bring in trees from waterfront and snowfront. Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea for the deer. Ah, this is better. Look, see, the leaves are just helping to, yeah, ground it a little bit more. That's better. That's better. Doesn't feel so, I don't know, airy-fairy. I wonder if putting some orange inside these pink, that might help as well. I love how Ruth can translate the corrections made by Speak. Oh, by like typos. Yeah, well, it's because we speak Stampin' Up language, you see. Stampin' Up language is, you know, a whole new language, isn't it? Ooh, that orange is a bit dark, isn't it? But I've done it now, so in hindsight, I would have stamped that off like I'm doing there. That's a bit paler, isn't it? So just bear in mind that that orange is quite dark when it, you know, first goes on. Right, so what about some little purple flowers here? And I'm going to stick to that rule, no line art on this one, just all block images. Trying desperately not to be symmetrical. Alright, now I've put that purple in, I feel like I need to put some other purple. Tulips. How about bringing some masking? Yeah, I could do. I think I've done it quite a lot in the last couple of days, so I was trying not to do it and just show how you can kind of work around the animals without it. But no, I might do it in the next one. I don't like that. It's like it needs lines in it. Oh, I know what I could use. This is the sort of grassy kind of thing. So this is going to be a bit of a half cheat. I said I wasn't going to use line drawings, so I'm not. I'm using the solid grass, but I'm going to add more texture. It needs something else. It just needs some sort of lines. Something. Oh, I quite like that. It's almost like a palm or something. A palm leaf. Can you see that okay? Just helps to create some movement. Takes your eyes up. And it's okay not to like it, if you know what I mean. Like, you could just work for a few minutes on something and go, bleh, don't like it. Oh, smudgeroos. Yeah. But no, I like this more now. I like having it needed something. They almost look like staggy horn things, don't they? You know what these deer need? They need some little flowers around them. I'm just going to see if I can find one of my masks. I did cut out quite a few yesterday. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Okay, I give in. I will use a mask for this one. I've been so love it. Hi, Sherry. Use pale green. Give up. Just use some pale green. Well, you gave me the colours, so I'll try and stick with it. Oh, I haven't got any pink on that one yet, have I? I just remembered because I was just cleaning this and it's got pink on it. Right, let's get some blue. So this is called playing. All right, everybody? This is called, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but I'm just going to have a go anyway. Let's have some flowers coming out the deer's butt, you know? Let's just do it. It might not work. It might work. But we won't know if we don't try. Dots, says Sheila, we can't... Look, I'm trying to wean myself off dots. I use dots far too much. And splatters. I thought you guys would be getting bored of it. I find this really hilarious that like my followers, my trusted followers of YouTube are now telling me how to be more me. The irony. Oh, the irony. Oh, take care, Jacqueline. Watch the replay later. Okay, so this would have worked better if this was stamped in a darker colour. I'll just tell you that now. For free. Oh yeah, you're watching for free. Yeah, so that I think that is super effective, but darker colour. Darker colour. Would have been even better. So I know what, let's go more let's have a think. What's on there? Purple. Let's stamp off and let's just do something a bit lighter around this one. And see what the difference is against the grey. So I'm going to stamp off and then just do lighter. Sorry, this is really cluttered. Oh, there's this one here. Again, Balmy Blue is pretty light as it is, but I'm just stamping it off and using it very palely in a very, I don't know. I'm creating it very, I don't know how to speak now. Making it very pale. I know you can barely see that, but it does look very pretty. Ah, that's better. That's better. See, that's too dark. That's perfect for the basic grey. Okay, this needs finishing off, so I will do that and then we'll quickly move on to something else and then we'll call it a night. So I'll use that one. Oh, this one needs this one, I think. Let's get the pink out. 12 star. I'm talking about those 4 square things sold by SU, says Sheila. Oh, the stencils. Yeah, the stencil. I need to wean myself off those as well, Sheila. Like, it's even got to the point where Esther's using them now. Like, loads. They are fabulous, though. They are super fabulous. They're such a value for money addition to your craft room, I think, in my humble opinion. Just saying. Have you ever had a conversation with somebody where you just like repeat like ridiculous what's the word for those sort of things, phrases, like sayings, and you basically just banter backwards and forwards and you just keep this conversation going of like silly, you know, sayings and things. Okay, so I'm stamping off. This is Highland Heather, so I'm just stamping it off before. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. So it acts a bit like a splatter stamp. All right, I'm going to stop. Shall I stop there? You know what? It needs this. That's better. Just need something to soften this the purple splodges. I think I kind of made a mistake doing that. Okay, stop. Yeah, like one-liners, but they don't actually, that really they should only be used in context of what you're saying, but you can make a whole conversation out of using them. Like, there was a comedian in the UK who used to do it, and he just kind of yeah, he'd sort of finish a sentence but then keep adding these extra sayings and like one-liners to to what he was saying. Who's taken my... No, no, I haven't. I thought, who's stolen my trimmer? Right. Oh, yeah, the stencils. Or masks. Actually, are they called masks in the catalogue? Right, this one, I'm going to trim it so that I get more of the lovely fox. I'm not so bothered about the deer. The deer was more of an experiment, so I'm not too worried about how much I cut off of that. Let's get a good amount of... So... Actually, he could do with being trimmed down, couldn't he? Let's go down... Go down there, take 2 centimetres off what I'd normally do, and then take that off there. So if I take 2 centimetres off what I would normally do, so that would be 13, 12, like that. There we go. Let's see what he looks like. Pink's perhaps not quite the right colour, but he could do with being double mounted, really. Like that kind of thing. So being mounted onto something dark, and then I tell you what he could benefit from, and I know someone mentioned masking earlier. He could benefit from being masked off and something sponged in the background of him. I'm just trying to see if I've got a spare mask. So I'm sure I've cut one out for him at some point. Just checking my desk. No. Another man. Hi, Reet. Another mat in between. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you've no, this is the first one I've done. Although it has taken quite a while. Right, it's getting late, isn't it? Let's cut this up. Let's cut these bunnies. These are just kind of like fantastical creations. They're not actually, you know, they're not really meant to be realistic. Well, the funny thing is that I think because the design is so realistic, it means that you've got that freedom to be a little bit fantastical if you want to be. And it can take it. Because when you look at it, you know you're just sort of playing with... It's almost like you're... I guess it's like flower arranging or gardening. It's about using what's in nature and then rearranging it to make it more seemingly pleasing for us. That's really what gardening is about, isn't it? As well as just trying to beat the weeds, beat the fall, as it were. That's all we do in life, isn't it? Is trying to find meaning and form in the chaos. So these ones are quite cute to use, just as these little little toppers that you could just pop on a card. Now that one, as I said, I'm not so pleased with because I feel that the colour is too bright for the basic grey, whereas this one works really nicely. It's the background colours are much softer. It almost looks like he's just walking out from a really beautiful floral glade, you know, lots of flowers behind him. And I know I would never have discovered that if I hadn't been doing this video. So cute. Right, I am tempted just to see what it would look like if I put... Maybe you should buy that set too. Do I garden badly, Deborah? I have actually got a very big garden, and I barely garden because I like stamping more. However, when I get in there, I do quite enjoy it. You know, I can go in there and go, oh, I'm just going to pull this weed out, and then, oh, I'll just pull this one out, and before you know it, I'll be in there for 2 or 3 hours, you know. I can get quite engrossed in it. Right, so this is helping a bit, just grounding where he's standing there. There we go. I went in a bit dark there, but he's very whimsical, isn't he? This little dear. Isn't he cute? I quite like that. Right. Not sure what I'm going to do with these, but it's been fun to do. I used to, don't much care for the work, but I love the results. No longer to do it. So that's why I think I love floral stamps. Yeah. That's the problem with me in Stampin' Up. I like too many stamps on the catalogue. Yeah. Well, if you use them and, you know, make cards, sell the cards. That's the other thing. You can sell them, or if you sell a few Stampin' Up products, it means that you can pay for your hobby. So that's what a lot of people started off, or that's why they signed up, so they could get a discount on the stamps. And then they ended up selling a few because it was so much fun getting a few stamps for free. So, yeah, that's great. Right, I don't feel like I have the time to do another great big one sheet wonder. So I'm just trying to find... Oh, I'm just having a little root round up here for some... I know what, why don't we stamp the black onto the beige and see what we can do. This is crumb cake. I'm thinking, what if we stamp the black with the black ink, and then he's already coloured in. That's the beauty of stamping onto a coloured piece of cardstock with a line drawing. It's already coloured in for you. So I'm trying not to press near his ears too much, because for some reason I keep pressing too hard. So lovely. That's just nice on its own, to be honest. But anyway, we'll keep going. Where's my mask gone? Here he is. I used varied vases. Deborah. Oh, thanks, Louisa. Right. Shall we go more... Let's set those colours aside for a minute. Go more... Needs grounding. He does. Neutrally. So if I go for crumb cake itself, maybe a bit of soft suede, and some pear pizzazz. Now I know my crumb cake looks like it's a bit greeny. It's because the colour's it's discoloured in the sunlight. See, that was the original colour of the sticker, but it's kind of faded a bit. But, oh, that's all right, Jeannie. It's good to talk. Right, let's have a looky see. So this is soft suede. Get my mat back in. Okay. So in effect what I'm doing is using the deer as the focal point, and I'm doing what I normally would do really if this was a circle, except I'm kind of ignoring the ground a little bit, and I'm kind of splaying out this way, and then so I'm splaying out that way and then drawing it around that way, because I think I will do something on the ground that's slightly different, and kind of working in threes again. So I did 1, 2, 3, then I've done 1, 2, 3. Okay, just to break it down a little bit for you. Use some of these little flowers. Jeannie and I just follow each other everywhere. That's so cool. Yeah, you guys must, well, I say you guys, I'm not talking about just Deborah and Jeannie, but there's a few folks on here who've got to know each other through watching me, which is lovely. So nice to hear you guys sort of chat to each other and remember things about each other. And the Australians will wake up in a minute. The Australians will come on. Right, let's get some of the crumb cake. So because this is already crumb cake, this is just going to give a lovely, subtle, very, very subtle effect. So I'm deliberately not stamping inside the... This is designed to go inside that line drawing, this one, but I'm not deliberately not doing that because I don't want to. I just want to use this as a texture separately. So there we go. Hey Bobby. Good afternoon. So Bobby is a super paper crafter in his own right. He does a lot of 3D stuff. If you're into using the Cricut machine, then I do suggest you follow Bobby, because he does a lot of stuff with the Cricut. I don't know much about the Cricut, but Bobby does. Okay, so I just want to faux colour in some of these little flowers. These ones that I stamped before, because they kind of look a bit odd. Oh no, do they look odd being bare? Let me get you in a bit closer. I'm going to start using the Pear Pizzazz. And you know what? I am actually going to do the flowers in green. I know that's a bit brave, but I feel like I need a brighter colour in here. Yeah, that's fine. This is a very delicate kind of card compared to some of the other ones. You know what I'm regretting now is not stamping that in early espresso. But what I could do is, I haven't used the grass stamp out of here, it's just to help ground it all a little bit, is use this one out of Nature's Beauty. So this is Nature's Beauty, this is the stamps I've been using from it. There's that. Oh, and there's that spotty. Okay, let's just do one thing at a time. Let's get some grass down. Hi Loretta, the frugal scrapbooker. Welcome. Oh. I don't know how that happened. We'll work with it though. Okay, Deborah. See you soon. Let's just hide that boo-boo by doing that. I feel I need something darker. The only thing about if I use these leaves, they only really go in one direction. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a bit stumped. Oh yes, I have seen his Red Truck and Gingerbread House. Yeah, they're amazing. Yeah, they're really amazing. So I'm just going to start inking on, sponging on, blending, whatever you want to call it, some of the soft suede, just to darken up the ground. Oh, thank you, Louisa. I'm sitting here a bit stumped by it, to be honest. I like this, but I'm not happy with how it's working here. I'm wondering if it would look better if I just cut it. I just cut it off there. It does look very vintage, doesn't it? I mean, crumb cake is just the vintage colour, isn't it? Oh, that looks better. The vignette. That looks so much better. I tell you what also, where's my mask gone? I need to need to sponge around him. Also, he needs something in between his legs. I've had this discussion before, I'm not being rude, it's just that it kind of looks obvious if you haven't put something there. I'm just going to stump a flower. Twice. Okay, better. Okay, oh no, put him back. Oh, for goodness sake. Ruth. Oh, there we go. He pops way more now. Oh, but he needs... I didn't cut out that bit. Okay, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to get a bit of the blend pen. Just colour between his legs a little bit. I'm just colouring round him to give him a bit of a shadow. I can't believe I'm spending so much time on this. Oh, and up between that leg and leg. Oh, yeah. It's funny, isn't it? The closer look. Okay, let me explain what I'm doing. So, the problem was I cut up here. I was really pedantic to make sure I cut that part of the mask. But then I've realised that there's this part and then this little part here. So just be aware of that if you are masking off, that because of all the detail and everything, it does kind of make it a bit obvious if you don't mask all that, if you don't undo that masking, if that makes sense. I'm just going to go around his ears a little bit as well. I'm just kind of putting this little bit of a shadow around his body. And the blend pen is quite useful because you just pick up this colour and it kind of wears out the more you use it. But just be aware it is wet, so don't overdo it because the card will pill. He's quite cute. Right, the other thing I want to do is bring some black shadowing. Not shadowing, blending. Sometimes you just have to be quite brave with the black. Just go for it. I still am in two minds whether to cut it off there, because I feel like we've got all this area wasted really. You know what, I'm going to do it because it's not working for me. Not working. Let's get to there. 12.5. Oh, 5 inches. guess we could even afford to cut it off on that side. Yeah, that looks so much better. Yeah, don't be afraid to edit your cards down if you feel that way. They say the same thing with photography, you know, that, you know, just sometimes editing it down, cutting, cropping is the word. Yeah, sometimes it's good just to crop stuff because it makes it work. There we go. I'm happier now. I think. I'm never happy. No, I'm not saying I'm not happy. I am happy. Sometimes with my work I'm not happy. I feel like it needs a bit more green. Right, I'm done. I'm done in and done. So, there we go. Thank you for joining me and making all your suggestions. I really didn't know what I was going to be doing tonight. So, thank you for your company as always, everybody. Thank you for watching on the replay, if anyone is still watching. I appreciate all your lovely comments and encouragements and also suggestions. Usually I do try and put a list of the products I use in the description, but if I haven't, please remind me. I don't mind being reminded. So there we go. Look, little cute bunnies. Foxy. Foxes. There we go. I think that was it, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3. And then there's another one somewhere of that. I don't know where it's gone now. Oh, it's around somewhere. Right. Thank you all very much. He's gorgeous, isn't he? He's lovely, that dear. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thank you, everybody. Go forth and create, everybody. Go and do something fun and creative with your stamps. You don't need to go and buy any new ones just yet. Save your pennies for the spring-summer catalogue. It's gorgeous. Or remember that some things will get the retirement list. Not retire. Yeah, what's retiring on the 3rd. So if there's any things that you love in the autumn-winter catalogue, do remember to get them because you don't want to be paying those eBay prices, as we say, later on. So I think this one is my favourite for tonight. But it has been super fun just to see what these florals do next to, you know, next to these. These are fun. So if you want to check out, there's 2 other videos that I've done with Nature's Beauty. Is that what it's called? Nature's Beauty, over the last couple of days. And also there is one on varied vases. I think it's called Challenge 5, the other one I did on varied vases. So if you like that, go and have a look at that. So there we go. Thank you, Reet. Yes, now to bed. I'm going to bed as well. So he is beautiful, isn't he? He's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Nice to see you, Louisa. Take care. Good night.